And we are live. Straight to us, bang. Hi, everyone. It's Luke here, of course, and I'm joined here tonight with Dags. And unfortunately, I don't have the usual appearance that Deb would have, more facial hair this month, I should say. But we're still here, we're live, and we're going to have a bit of fun. Welcome, Dags.
I need to quote my famous Jar Jar Binks line. I was like, "Missa back," because I haven't been on this show for bloody years. I felt forgotten, just abandoned out the back skirts of Tatooine, but here I am. So good to be back, Mr. Luke. How party. So there you go. Very good.
Now, well, very, very good to have you back here, and very good to have everyone joining as well. So if you are joining us, please, by all means, jump in the comments, say hi. We don't bite. We're from a distance. We're socially distant at the moment, so we can't get you anyway. So tonight,
get into it, dude.
I'm all over the place. Don't worry. But tonight, guys, we're going to be doing a few things to do with December, Christmas, Star Wars, and Christmas, of course. Most people may have been following our socials and seen a few things on our socials about Christmas ideas and all that jazz. So have you been following it, Dax?
No, I know you, the post have been put up about, was it the 25 days or something like that? See, to me, there's no Christmas. There's only Sithmas, right? And we used to sing the 13 days of Sithmas at our Skyforce meetings once upon a time, and we would actually get people to write out the dialogue of all the different lines every year. And it got to a point, it's like, oh my God, do we have to do this again? And then we would actually sing it out loud in the actual Skyforce meeting. So to me, it's always been Sithmas. None of this Christmas stuff. Nah, bar humbug.
Well, let's go with that. If I say Christmas one more time after that, pick me up on it. So it's going to be Sithmas for the rest of the night, guys. So on Facebook, we've got the 55 days of Sithmas gifts. And I'm not sure where they got 55 from, but as a group, of a collective, they've identified 55 of them. So let's.
It should have been. You know what it should have been? It should have been 66 of them. The 66 days of Sithmas. So that works because it was
66 or 77 maybe.
No, got to keep it in house, mate. Yeah, go to 66 because you don't get a lot of numbers in the Star Wars universe. So go to 66. But anyway, look, it doesn't matter. You know, it's all good.
That was true. Well, a lot of the gifts are ranging in dollar value and all that sort of ideas as well. So some of the ones I've just picked up on screen here, they got this Blueprints book, which was, I think it's about $65.
Should have been $66, dude.
$66, exactly.
It practically writes itself, dude, and it's a book. How good is that?
It definitely does. Which I have had a bit of a sticky beak at that book. It is pretty cool. It's not just blueprints of the ships. It's blueprints of sets and the designs and all behind the scenes stuff rather than what's on screen. It's all off screen. Of course, there's the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, got announced and released on Blu-ray and DVD. And yeah, everyone's favorite Falcon Lego, which on Amazon you could get it pretty cheap. There was a 20% off on it at one stage over Black Friday. So if you're able to snap it up then, by all means, it was a good win. Are you eyeing off any Star Wars items for Christmas yourself, Dax?
No, I haven't. I've stopped collecting and buying like a long time ago. But one of the things I do like about Star Wars coffee table books, and they've been producing them for decades, and I think it really started with the art of Star Wars Empire and Jedi back in the 70s and 80s. But coffee table books for Star Wars, even today, are such high quality that, I mean, you put them on a coffee table and they'll pretty much smash their way through because they're just so damn heavy. But they've always made really high quality ones, even through the prequel trilogy and the sequel trilogy. So if they're still producing new ones, and to be fair, and I did discuss this with somebody recently, no one actually physically reads a coffee table book. They just look at the pictures. But at least the production value of coffee table books for Star Wars are always spectacular. If you had them all in a bookshelf, I mean, that would weigh a couple of 100 kilos. But they're absolutely stunning, and it's good to see that they've maintained that quality after all the decades.
No, you're right. Like, there is a quality to them, and to actually produce more content, new content, or something that's not just regurgitated is always something decent as well. Welcome, Hoover. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for everyone else who is joining us as well. If you are here, by all means, chuck something in the comments. So of course, we have been promoting our own merch while doing this. If you are interested in getting any of our new designs, we have a few more designs on Redbubble. So, not sure if you can follow the QR link there, but there is a link on our page, and just search Star Walking on Redbubble. You'll be able to find all the other designs. I think there's 10 different designs now. Some classics for the club, some new ones, a bit in between.
It was funny because in 2007, when we did the Jedi Force Expo, because we'd done the Force conventions up to that point, and we said, okay, we don't want to do what was going to be Force 5. We changed the name to Jedi Force Expo. But the logo for that was actually a kangaroo with a lightsaber. So it's just funny that now the Star Walking Club images are all based around Australian animals with lightsabers and whatever else. So, you could argue that kangaroo image actually was the forerunner. What we're seeing today, which is very, very groovy, has a distinct Australian feel to it, which is kind of cool.
It is kind of cool. We've had the drop bear, the Sith drop bear, and the frill neck lizard with the dual lightsabers, and there is a new one coming out next year, of course, one every year. That'll drop in May for our renewal, of course. I have the inside scoop, but you guys will have to wait to see. But it is very mall related.
Yeah, the mall with it all, eh? So does that mean it's half price off?
Maybe. It may not have legs either.
So. There you go. Very cool. Yes, very exciting.
So, yes. So, those who are watching, thank you for joining us. Is there anything that you guys are keen to get for Christmas, Star Wars related?
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people say Lego sets. I mean, I'm not a Lego person, but I mean, Lego is really, really huge and always has been, always will be. And when they took over the Star Wars license all those years ago, it's really gone from strength to strength. And I think there's a lot of people out there who just really like thrive on that. But the thing about Star Wars is the merchandising, whether it be good or bad, is always going to be there. And of course, with the new shows, the new movies, they're going to keep producing new material. I wouldn't be surprised if not this year. Definitely next year there'd be a lot of Grogu stuff relating to the film The Mandalorian and Grogu. So it's almost a question of sometimes working out what it is that you actually really want, because it can be very, very overwhelming and it just doesn't end. So I'm not sure how collectors sort of keep on top of it all, because it must be just blowing their mind sometimes.
Oh, definitely. Like, I went through Big W yesterday. It was already nuts at the shopping centre as well. It's like 3 weeks out from Christmas, and it was closing at 5 p.m. It wasn't even late night shopping. And the amount of new Lego sets, the amount of new toys, the amount of everything new, Star Wars related, is just phenomenal. And like, Big W doesn't have a massive selection of choice there, but just going down the aisles and seeing this character and that character and that character, it's like, wow, so much there. And I've got my own collection, as most you guys can probably see. This is only a small portion of it, but it's nuts, the amount of stuff that they're bringing out. So welcome Peter, welcome Deb, of course. Thank you for joining us on the other side of the screen tonight. Pete said for Christmas he'd want Republic credits to pay off his mortgage.
Well, but the problem is the banks don't take Republic credits, dude, because they're jeepers creepers. But the thing about that, like the merchandise, obviously there's always a lot of toys that come out. What appeals to me is when you see items and you go, I've never seen that before. That is actually really outside, left of the field thinking. Because, we've seen millions of action figures and millions of toys, and even Lego to a degree. But I do like it when somebody thinks, how about we produce this product? Or if they do it at a really, really high quality. Sometimes stuff like that can be a real button pusher, and you're thinking, why wasn't this made decades ago? Because someone just didn't think of it then, and they've only just thought of it today. So I reckon that's actually kind of groovy. So you always see something that just makes you go, wow, that's kind of cool.
Definitely. And Oz Comic Con Christmas edition in Melbourne was on this weekend, and I'm sure there would have been plenty of people down there getting some last minute sort of, whether it's Star Wars gifts or anime gifts of any kind. But that's kind of the event that you get that sort of unique stuff from the Artist Alley, something that's a bit unique, something a bit like, not the same as everyone else. So all those key rings and art designs. So I'm not sure if anyone watching here actually was there today. We did have a couple of representatives from the club in cosplay down there, rocking their stuff. Tom Foolery was down there both over the whole weekend, and Grey Skies cosplay as well. Dylan was there repping the club too. So if you did see them and say hi, thank you. They have really appreciated it. So latest Star Wars news, we had this rumor that they were going to drop it probably, I don't know, 6 months ago, but they've given a bit more detail about this now. So for the 50th anniversary of A New Hope, or Star Wars, they're going to release the theatrical version of this. Thoughts, Dags? I know you're
So
all over this. Yeah.
this is a weird one. It's a good thing. So first things first, it is a very, very good thing. So there's no arguments there, right? People have been chasing a high def 8K, whatever it is, theatrical release of this film for decades.
Yep.
And it's one of those scenarios. It really is a case of the circle now being complete, because when the special edition was released in 1997, it was actually George Lucas who said the previous version cannot be released anywhere. It's gone. It's done. And since that time, there was the odd like DVD release. I think when one of the I can't remember which one it was, like in the 2002 version came out, and they did release it as a separate disc, but it was all washed out and it was a really, really poor quality picture compared to the
gold
special
DVD
edition
case, right?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. So for all intents and purposes, it's been like a non-entity since 1997, and of course, in that time, there's been all these like fan edits and despecialized editions and people piecing the film back together again from the special edition and other sources to try and make the original theatrical version. And now it's coming out in 2027. So I reckon George Lucas must be going, oh my God, what are you guys doing? But it's what the fans have wanted since 1997. So I think it's personally a really, really good thing. The only question will be is if it's the very first release of the film, the version that most of us saw as A New Hope was different to the original version, not because it has an episode 4 A New Hope, but there were minor differences within the film itself, coming bits of extra dialogue and whatever else, very, very minor. So I'm intrigued to see which version is the version they're releasing. But in terms of making money back for the whole franchise, when it does get released in 2027, you can bet your bottom dollar 50 billion people, and I'll be one of them, be back at the cinemas, seeing it on the big screen the way it was meant to be seen, and I reckon that'll be absolutely fantastic. So in this case, I think poor old George Lucas will just have to just take one for the team and just go, yeah, okay, fine. The fans wanted it, give it to them. So yeah,
you might have to suck it up. Yes. Questions from the group. Deb's asked, will it be in Australia? I'm assuming it will be, but we haven't got any news yet. It is still.
I would have thought so. I mean, anything that'll make money. I mean, the irony is some film franchises, they sort of stop their run, they get released on Blu-ray streaming and they're dead and they're gone. Yep. And yet this one just keeps coming back again and again and again. So 50 years after it's released, I mean, they did it with Jaws this year. So in 27, mate, if it's going to make dollars, and it will make a lot of money, see it the way it was meant to be seen. So you saw how it was, special edition was promoted in 97. Now it really will be a case of see how it was meant to be seen, relive what happened in 1977. So I reckon that'll be actually fantastic.
Another comment from Ben, Pete. Ben's original home is back, the one he visited in Tunisia. Which
very good.
Pretty cool. So that's one of the scenes that got edited. How many scenes actually got edited? Do you know?
See, I don't remember, because I was only 10 years old when the film came out. All I remember specifically is that I recall is that Aunt Beru had a different voice, because the original actress, Sheila Fraser, had a very Cockney accent and her voice got redubbed. And when you watch Star Wars, you can tell it's not her voice, right? There are a couple of bits and you go, yeah, that's been added in afterwards. And the sequence on the Death Star, when they're showing the schematics of the Death Star, trying to find the power thing for the, what's it called? Shit. I was going to say, the tractor beam. While they're watching the schematics flash, there's actually a line of dialogue from C-3PO who says that if you deactivate any of the terminals, it'll shut down the entire system. And of course, they removed that for the re-release. And it's like, why? And so you just watch the guys looking at this thing flashing and go, why were we looking at this thing for so long? So if they put those back in, that'll be interesting. But I don't remember anything else. I was just too young to sort of take it on board.
And we will finally know who shot first as well.
Oh, that'll be that's always hard. Greedo never shot first. Yeah. So that's a no-brainer. And the worst part was, I used to follow the whole thing of canon, how canon works in the Star Wars universe, and I did presentations of it in Skyforce. And the ruling always was that the latest version of the film was the correct version, right? Not 4 or 5 versions back. No. So if one part of the film superseded another part of the film, the current version was the correct version. So after 1997. Yes, Greedo did actually shoot first, and that was in canon, and that was it. So ironically, if it goes back to the original version of the film in 2027, then that'll mean that Han shot first because that is the latest version of the release, if you want to look at it from that perspective, from that point of view.
So we've got a question from the group. Since it came out the year after, will they do a 50th anniversary of the holiday special?
No. So actually, it's very funny you should mention the holiday special. There is actually a documentary that got released 3 years ago called A Disturbance in the Force. Have you seen it?
I have seen it, yes.
Absolutely. For those who have never seen it, it's hard to find, so you're going to have to really dig it up. It's called A Disturbance in the Force, and it's about the whole nuts and bolts about how the holiday special was made. Like absolutely end to end, completely professional. All these people get interviewed for it, and it's everything you ever wanted to know about the series or why it got created and everything else. So, but no, they wouldn't do a 50th anniversary of it. There's no reason for it. But some people, fans especially, will celebrate it. There'll be holiday special T-shirts and whatever else being produced on Redbubble or wherever else next year. So you can almost, in 2028, so you can guarantee that.
Definitely. I've just put that copy of the title of the doco in the chat. So if anyone wants to check it out or they've forgotten what it was, by all means, look through the chat.
Yeah.
And yes,
I found it by sheer accident because it got 100% listing on Rotten Tomatoes, and I go, "Oh, what's this?" And I thought, "Holy moly! It wasn't some cheap rubbish. It was actually a full high-end production about the history of the show." So yeah, well worth looking at, fans.
So for the regular viewers of this live stream on Sunday night, we are cutting these a little bit shorter than what we used to in the past. So after this live stream, we do go on to a members only area. So those who are members through TeamApp, if you haven't got access to TeamApp, follow the details on the screen. Members only will be able to access it. There's a link in the TeamApp event, which will take you straight to the session. So if you're not a member, the details are down below. It's been scrolling down the bottom of this page all night. StarWalking.net. There's a link to sign up as a member. It's only $10 for an annual membership. We are the longest running Star Wars fan club in the world, originated right here in Victoria, Australia. And yeah,
very good.
Join us.
Speaking of which, I see you got Ashley joining us from Philippines, which is very great. We've got international. Love it. Like people from all over the world. Very, very cool.
I do say Nick's joined us as well. Welcome. So I know we're cutting this short in a moment or two, but by all means, join us first Sunday of every month. We'll be here doing the live stream. And if you want to talk more, we'll go into a bit more of a deep dive about a few more topics in our members only chat. Okay.
So as you said, we're releasing the theatrical release in 2027. So the next question will be, will they do the same thing for Empire in 2030? There wasn't a lot of changes for that regarding the special edition, but you do wonder if they're going to do it. If it makes a lot of money, you would think it would, and I reckon that will be an absolute hoot and a half.
I reckon that would.
Very cool.
Definitely would. Being the popularity behind Empire as well, I reckon they'd definitely do it. And since they do the Empire and New Hope, they'd probably do Return of the Jedi as well. It may not do as well as the other two, but who knows? That's in what 2033.
I know, but there are people who it surprises me who say Return of the Jedi is like their best or their most favorite of all the films.
My favorite.
Everything. Oh yeah, a lot of it has to do with the age group of the people.
Yep.
I mean, I know Return of the Jedi got screened in cinemas a couple of years ago for its 40th anniversary. And I wouldn't go. I refused to go because I thought, which version are they going to show? If they're going to have the bit where Vader goes no, and like Luke's getting executed or whatever with the lightning bolts, I didn't want to see that because that was not in the original. So I was very, very concerned about what they were going to do with that. So I'd like to see them rescreen the original '83 release. Yeah.
Yes, and I agree with Deb. We deserve to see the Ewoks in 4K.
The only thing that was good about the Ewok movies, I only saw the first one, Caravan of Courage, is when you get the three Ewoks having a massive punch-up. It's like a massive teddy bear, like they're beating the bejesus out of each other. And it's like, that is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. So the rest of it was rubbish. The rest of it was okay. It was the human. Actually, the funny thing about the Caravan of Courage movies is the humans were the most annoying characters. Just get rid of them. Just keep the Ewoks, man. So
the humans didn't need to be there at all, did they?
Well, especially the brother. He was a pain in the ass. So it was good they got rid of him eventually. So, But they was like, show us some Ewoks with their creepy eyes, man. It was all cool. So yub. Yeah, thank you. Some people say yub. I say yub. Some people say yub nub. And I go, no, I'm a yub sort of dude. So good for you, dude.
If you are watching this, guys, if you are watching this back, let us know. Is it yub or yub nub?
Yeah.
We'll find out on the next stream, see which one's most, what actually is.
It's like AT and AT-AT. It's just one of those contentious arguments that will just go on forever. But I'm a
Oh,
yub
definitely.
guy, so Daniel, all power to you, dude. Peter's made a point about saying non-blinking Ewoks. I didn't mind the fact that they made the Ewoks blink, right? Because if you just look at the Ewoks face on, they look creepy as all hell because the eyes just don't do anything. So I
No,
thought
they're
it gave them more
staring,
life. Yeah, it's a shame.
staring at
They're just staring at you because clearly they're fake. So I had no issue with it, except that and people sort of like realised, it's been added in after the fact. But I didn't think it was that bad, really. So yeah.
Yeah. Seeing that there's other comments about Ewoks punching on, which is cool.
Oh, it was an awesome moment of the movie. It really was. And of course, the Gorax, funnily enough, ended up becoming canonized in Forces of Destiny. It's like, oh, there you go. So it's a real thing now. So who knew?
And I believe all of the both Ewoks movies are on Disney Plus, are they? I think they are.
I believe so. Yeah, I never saw the second one, Battle for Endor. It's crazy because it's called Marauders of Endor in one country and Battle for Endor in another country. And I can tell you a very funny story. Now we're running out of time. Bloody blah. I once organised for
talk about
Skyforce.
it in the members section.
But this is a cool bit. This is everybody's watching. Talk about Ewok movies.
Go for it.
I actually organised. Dude, you hold me up. We organised a snow trip one time. I organised the bus to take all these Star Wars fans to the snow. It actually had a TV and a VCR in the thing. So I thought, beauty, I'll bring the Ewok movies with me. I'll show Caravan of Courage on the way up, Battle for Endor on the way back. Absolutely bored the bejesus out of everybody. And halfway up with Caravan of Courage, everybody's watching it. The tape machine broke down. So even the VCR on the bus couldn't handle the Ewoks. So
it was like, no, gave up and walked out.
He cracked the shits all together and said, no, we're not doing it. No. And it was just like halfway through the movie, gone. And I go, oh, well, too bad, so sad.
All right. So thank you very much, Dax, for joining us on this live stream tonight. I want to wish every one of our members, our fans, people following and watching us a very Merry Christmas. We will be having another one in the new year, another one of these live streams. Who knows? We might have a pop-up one beforehand. But we'd like to wish everyone, thank them for their support and loyalty throughout the year. You guys are the sort of like the fuel that keeps us going. So,
two things. Daniel said it's yub and he will die on this hill. I actually love that statement. It's cool. Noddy said he likes my shirt. Noddy, it's not the shirt, it's the body that's in it. That's what I like to say. Never gets old.
Oh, yes. And
Merry Sithmas. Well done, Matt.
Merry
Excellent
Sithmas.
work, sir. Yep. Merry Sithmas. Yep. The 66 days of Sithmas. That's what it should be.
It should be. We'll work on that for next year.
Yeah, right.
You hear that, everyone? In the club, we'll work on that one for next year. The 66 gift ideas.
Very good. Love it.
All righty, guys. For those hanging around for the members only chat, by all means, click on the link and we'll be on there momentarily. And may the force be with you. Have a wonderful evening, guys.
May the dark side of the force be with you. That's what I'm going to say.
See you, everyone. Bye. I've got nothing more.